You know, if there's one thing that drywall contractors around the world have in common, it's a desire to save on labor and material costs. So they're always on the lookout for products that will allow them to do that. Now, Conform International has developed a process that will allow you to fill that need and revolutionize the industry. We're here at the Conform International plant to show you a device called the Quadtaper that's at the heart of this new process. You know, for years, the industry standard has been to produce drywall sheets that are flat on two sides and create butt joints, and tapered on two sides to create tapered joints. Now, installing the Quadtaper in your existing production line allows you to produce drywall sheets that are tapered on all four sides. And for drywall contractors, that's a game changer, because it means the elimination of most butt joints, which can take up to 3 times the labor and maybe twice the material. How much of a difference can the Quadtaper really make in terms of saving labor and material costs? Well, let's take a look at a typical butt joint application. There are 2 ways in which butt joints are typically applied. The first one is the hand method using a trowel. The second technique involves using something called a flat box. Notice how many steps are involved and how much material is used. And no matter how skilled the worker is, there's still going to be a slight bow to the wall. Now, for either one of these techniques to be applied effectively, it requires a skill level of about a 7 on a scale of 1 to 10. Let's compare that with a tapered joint. There are fewer steps involved, the worker needs to take less time, and less material is used. And the skill level required for this operation is about a 4 on a scale of 1 to 10. In fact, it's been estimated that drywall waste can be reduced by 5 to 10% by using drywall that has tapered ends on 4 sides. How big a deal is eliminating butt joints? Well, ask anybody who's ever had to use short boards on a tall wall, or try to get tall boards into a small elevator or down a narrow set of stairs. And there are other savings too that you'll discover for yourself once you've been able to take advantage of drywall produced with the Quadtaper process. Now let's take a look at the Quadtaper process in action. Now, of course, a real production line would be operating at 400 feet per minute. But for purposes of this demonstration, we'll slow the unit down so that you can get a better look. And just as important as speed is adaptability. The Quadtaper process can be adapted to your production facility, whether you're producing sheets up to 32 feet in length that will be cut down line, or whether you're producing sheets that will be cut to size before the curing process. Edge tapering or center tapering is easily adapted with the Quadtaper process, and it works just as well on wet product as it does on dry. Let's take a look. John, feed a sample through. Now, for this demonstration, we've got the unit configured for a center taper, and we're using a piece of product that has already been through the curing process. Let's take a look at the results. Thanks, John. Here's the taper as it comes out of the factory. And here's the taper we just made with the Quadtaper process. But the real test is what's the effect on the product itself. Let's take a look. Because the Quadtaper compresses the drywall gradually, we'll find that there is no delamination at all. Well, that's the Quadtaper process. Now, obviously, this has been a short tour and a quick introduction, but the purpose of this video was to introduce you to an industry-changing innovation. The Quadtaper process is internationally patented. It's a system that is adaptable to any production facility worldwide. It's a system that is flexible enough to allow you to change sheet lengths on the fly, or allow you to switch back and forth between squared and tapered edges on the fly. It's got double redundant safety features for your peace of mind. It's low maintenance, and the Quadtaper process can operate in production lines operating at up to 400 feet per minute. But don't take our word for it. The process has already been tested and proven effective at a working production plant in the United States. But this unit behind me can be shipped anywhere in the world, so we can bring it to your plant and show you how well it can work for you. Let the Conform International team bring the unit, set it up, get it operating, and then let your engineers and your quality control people tell you how well it can work for you. Have more questions? Need additional information? Want to arrange a demonstration? Give us a call or visit us online. Thanks for watching.